Hi guys! Summer is definitely not my favourite season, but you kind of gotta love it when at 7:25 I'm sitting down to film a video and the light's okay. I really didn't think I was going to get anything filmed between now and me actually moving, and then I was kind of stressing out a little bit thinking I don't know how long it's going to take for me to set something up so I can film in a decent enough area and not be too busy to do that. So I just didn't know when the next time I was going to make a video was, and I really wanted to get my favourites made because I hate to be late and I already am. So this is going to be my July favourites. I have already made my favourite things to watch, mostly Netflix. I think it's all Netflix this month, and I have titled that series Kai Flicks. Lots of you recommended that as, or suggested that as the title for the series, and I really like it, so that's what I've done over there. If you're interested in what I watched on Netflix last month, or what I kind of am starting to watch, what I would recommend, and what I thought about the programs that I watched, then you can go and check that out. Otherwise, stay tuned for my beauty favourites. So I did mention in a haul, or I think I mentioned in a haul, I can't remember. If I didn't mention in a haul, then I should have. I've bought the Redken Extreme Shampoo and the Strength Builder Plus mask, which look like this. I also got a sample of the anti-snap. Now the anti-snap was actually what I was going to purchase initially. That was the thing that I went on the site for. And I'd read kind of mixed reviews about it, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to go the whole hog and get everything. Then I saw if you spent a certain amount of money, you got a decent sized sample of the anti-snap. So I bought these two, and I'm trying the anti-snap as we go, because those massive bottles, paired with the fact that I don't actually apply things to my hair, like treatment and styling products, as often as I should, I'll probably never get through the sample size, let alone the full size. So it's probably a good thing for me. I'm having a problem with my purse today. But I wasn't going to put these in my favourites. I did mention I know that I was using these and it was leaving my hair kind of crispy and dry feeling, and a couple of people mentioned, and I can't believe I forgot this, that when you're using protein treatments, I feel like every product I talk about is it's a pick up a penguin today kind of video. I'm going to be really conscious of the puh noises now. But someone or a few people mentioned that you need to make sure that you moisturise after using protein treatments, because it can kind of dry out the hair. It doesn't damage your hair, but if you dry it out, it can become more brittle and then more prone to breakage, which is not what you want. Which I think sometimes is why you get such hit and miss reviews on products like this if people don't know how to use them. And I had totally forgotten about this, so I would have been one of those people that was a bit like, well, it doesn't feel like it's making my hair feel nicer. Now I'm alternating between these two and a moisturising, nourishing shampoo and conditioner, whatever I have on hand. I think the one I have on hand at the moment is Bumble and Bumble, but you know, whatever it might happen to be, I know that these things are what is making the difference. Today I was in a rush, so I just used the Extreme Shampoo, and then after towel drying my hair, I just put tons and tons of oil in my hair, which I will show you which one I've been really enjoying. It's the Dove Pure Care Dry Oil, nourishing treatment with African macadamia oil for all hair types. This smells really nice. It doesn't smell quite as nice as the spray that I used to use in the yellow bottle. I think they must, all the different ranges must smell different. That smelled really fruity and nice. This smells a little bit more kind of high-end, luxury kind of nice. You would never know that it was a Dove product if it didn't have the label on it. Not that Dove is kind of a low-end product, but you know what I mean. It feels more expensive than it is. And this is really nice. Doesn't ever feel like I've put too much in my hair. It is definitely a dry oil, so if like me, you are a little bit heavy-handed with your products and go a bit overboard and end up having to wash your hair again if you put too much oil in, I think you'd really like this. And it's really nice as kind of a leave-in conditioner to help add moisture to your hair after just shampooing if you're in a bit of a rush. So that's a product that I'm adding in to help counteract the whole drying out of my hair that the Extreme products are doing. But I definitely have noticed, I think I've had these for 2 weeks that I've been using them, I've definitely noticed a marked difference in the amount of hair that is shedding, because I could put my hands through my hair and just clumps and clumps come out. I would liken it to kind of postpartum hair loss, the kind of hair loss that I had after having both of my children. You have tons and tons of hair loss because you haven't lost any hair in all that time you've been pregnant, or in theory, you've lost a lot less. And that's kind of the hair loss I'm experiencing, and I'm having kind of real tufts and almost bald patches in certain areas, the same kind of areas that I had after pregnancy. It was the most bizarre experience, but I'm hoping that these things will help, and so far I really do think that they are. Bizarrely, I have two cleansers this month. The Balance Me Cleanse and Smooth Face Balm, which I think I must have told you about before because it's been my favourite for ages. I'm not generally someone that thinks kind of cleansers are anything special. I'll use any old cleanser if it takes off my makeup, and then I'll use some kind of face wash or toner or something on top of that, but it's just a cleanser. This is not just a cleanser, it's amazing. I probably wouldn't spend the kind of money of the like Emma Hardys and stuff like that, the things that people rave about. Liz Earle is probably at the top of my price point, and for me, Liz Earle is not worth the money. I know that some people really respond to the oils and stuff that's in her products, but I don't. It's just a very basic cleanser for me. This felt so luxurious the first time that I used it. It's very, very balmy. It's really difficult to describe, but yeah, it is kind of like a syrupy balm. It's not very, very thick. It's not one of those that kind of melts on your skin. It already feels like it's melted as it comes out of the tube. And it just leaves my skin so, so soft, but plump feeling and very, very clean all at the same time, and gets off all of my eye makeup, even if it's kind of really hardcore, no budge eye makeup. It's really nice, and the only cleanser that I would recommend spending anything more than a few pounds on at the moment. This is my absolute favourite for the kind of first cleanse. As a treat, and this is really something, I wouldn't even call it a cleanser, I think it's more of a scrub for me, because I would use this as a second cleanse or on dry skin, on clean skin, just to kind of make my skin a little bit softer and buffed. And it's the Let the Good Times Roll from Lush. This is not something that I would say, wow, it's the most amazing thing in the world. I mean, I really like it, but you can probably get the same effect from other things. I think 90% of what makes me love this is the scent. It is just, it smells like Christmas because it used to be a Christmas scent. Oh man, that smells so good. It looks like this. It's like putty with beads in it, and this kind of does melt on your face. It's really bizarre texture. You'd have to go and give it a try in a Lush store really, but it's the scent that really does it for me. I do like the texture. I do like how it makes my skin feel. It does have a kind of slightly oily residue. If you don't like that, that's something to mention, something to think about, but it's the scent. It's just, you have to smell this. It smells so good. It's supposed to have popcorn and stuff in it. I think sometimes on the top layer you have a little bit of popcorn. That's weird, but it's part of the thing. It's part of the gimmick of the product. But most of it was just kind of caramelly and cinnamony and yumminess. The last 4 products I have are beauty, or makeup at the very least. The first thing is the Revolution Ultra Contour Palette. I'm not massive on contour palettes, but I'm starting to really, really like them. In fact, I might have a video on how to with something like this very, very soon. I mean, it's very basic for me. I don't do very much. I only use 3 colours out of this whole palette. So if I could kind of narrow it down to just 3, I probably would, but then it's a really good price, so you may as well have all of them. And especially from like a makeup artist perspective, or for someone that's going to do a lot of different people's makeup, there's a broad spectrum of colours is what I'm trying to say for different skin tones, whereas I would use the palest of everything because I'm practically a ghost. And this is my tan as well, so bear that in mind, what I actually look like in winter. I have a tan line on my wrist from my watch, and whenever I take off my watch I think, wow, I'm so pale. Like, I didn't realise I was so tanned. Did you know? Did you know I was so tanned? No, I know. I look so pale. So yeah, I use the palest ones. I use this colour to contour, and that's, you know, I use that term very lightly. I'm more into the strobing lately. I first of all use this shade, which is very, very pale, matte, creamy colour. I use it in the centre of my forehead, down my nose, cheekbones, and middle of my chin. Then I use this colour as a slight kind of blush contour here, and then I go in with this absolutely gorgeous colour. It reminds me a lot of, I think it was called New York, from Fashionista. Beautiful, and it gives the most amazing sheen. These 2 I might dip into if I wanted something a little bit higher glow, but this, so gorgeous, and you would never believe it was from a budget brand. It's like, I've been using my Hourglass ambient lighting palette recently because it was gifted to me for my birthday in February. Haven't even opened it till July. I'm pretty sure I didn't even try it. Initially I was just so not impressed at all. As I used it I thought, no, it does look really nice. I still would never in a million years spend that money. It's a very nice gift, and I'm, you know, very, very happy to have received it, and I will use it. It's a beautiful product, but there's no way on earth if I lost it I would repurchase it. It's gorgeous and it's nice, but it's just too expensive for what it is, and I can do a lot of what I can do with that with this. Not, you know, quite as nicely, but it's silly money for me. The foundation, I haven't really even been using foundation this month, which is kind of silly because I'm wearing it now. It's the end of the day, like I say. I've been wearing hardly anything all day. I just went and slapped on some makeup before making this video. But pretty much for the entire month I've been using this, which is why it's empty almost completely. I have another one. It's the Maybelline Eye Eraser in Light, the concealer. Love this so much. It's such good coverage, so light to touch, doesn't settle into any lines at all, just a really beautiful texture. And I don't know why more people don't talk about it. It's so, so nice. It's been my favourite concealer for ages and ages, but recently, since my skin has been really nice because it's been summer, I've been reaching for less and less foundation and just less coverage, and eventually I just thought, I'm just going to use this where I need to, and I kind of go under my eyes, around my nose, a little bit, kind of in the same strobing kind of areas. If you don't know what strobing is, because I didn't until very recently, it's basically contouring without the contouring. So it's just picking out the light rather than accentuating the dark, which is so much easier than contouring. It's much easier to kind of just highlight the areas you need to highlight than add in crazy dark lines that need blending if you're not as skilled as most makeup artists. Hands up. I cannot contour. So if I tell you something's easy, strobing. Strobing is much, much easier than contouring, and that's kind of what I do with this. I just kind of try and brighten up the areas you want to be brightened, and then powder over it. And this is, if you haven't tried it, give it a go. Lastly, I have two eye products. One I know I hauled recently, and it's the Colour 24 Leather Effect from Maybelline, and I think the colour is Creamy Beige. Loving this. I actually did have this on, and then I put a sparkly eyeshadow. I know, sparkles, I don't do that. But I put a sparkly eyeshadow over the top just for a little bit of glam for the video. I have been really loving this as a low-key, easy to do eye. Quick bit of something, just enough colour, gorgeous. Really, really love that. I also got the Plum one the other day. I don't know why this is wet. I think that the bath products must have been wet. And I have to mention this because I used to talk about it all the time. It's the Smashbox. It's the Smashbox Brow Tech To Go in Taupe. This was my favourite eyebrow pencil for the longest time, and then I just kind of went off it. It was actually a little bit too warm, a little bit too dark, and it wasn't that I went off it, I was going blonder and blonder and blonder, and that is what put me off the eyebrow pencil. It no longer worked with my hair colour. Since I've gone darker again, it's a really good match for my actual natural hair colour, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm even using the gel on the other end. If you haven't seen it before, it's this kind of angled doodah. Very, very nice. I'm still yet to use the New Look one. So excited to try that. But I really want my first real impressions to be on a video, so I'm going to wait until I have time in the new house to do a proper video, kind of a get ready with me trialling the products. But I'm really excited to try that because it looks really good. If you are looking for something, because I know this is expensive, and I feel like the stuff that is on a higher end, I never want to tell you it's really, really great. This lasts ages compared to the MAC one that I use. I use MAC Fling when I'm very, very blonde. That's the best, ultimate ash eyebrow pencil with just the right kind of texture for me, not too waxy. This lasts so much longer. You just get so much more product in the actual thing itself, and it's so much quicker to do an eyebrow. And it doesn't snap, and so many things to say about this, but there's so many things that you can get for a lesser amount of money. I do really like the Soap & Glory Archery pencil, the one that has the spoolie on the end, not the one that has the felt tip on the end. It's not the perfect texture for me, but I do like that. And if you have much darker brows, I'm a big fan of the original Rimmel eyebrow pencil. I think I could probably go back to the hazel shade now. I'm just the right amount of like warmth in my hair for that. But yeah, if you want to spend a little bit more money, big fan of this. I really do need to try the Anastasia ones because people keep telling me that I love them. But that is it for my beauty favourites for July. I hope that you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to show it. Oh my goodness, I should not be filming this time of night. Don't forget to check out my Kai Flicks videos. Well, I've only had two this far, but you know, the one for this month specifically. And if you have anything specific that you think I should go and check out on Netflix, I'm going to be Netflixing it up because I have like 2 weeks off work at the end of this month, so I'm really excited about catching up on my TV. That's an important part of me, what I do. I don't know, that's probably why I have a whole video about what I've been watching on Netflix. I'm a telly addict. But anyway, I'm going to go now, have a takeaway Nando's on the way, and I will see you guys in my next video on Friday. Bye!